Okay.
Now, speak to,
While we're celebrating you, how would you tell when you're speaking like the engagement you did today, or when you're talking to your nieces or cousins or somebody that's just interested in doing makeup, and they mention that they want to follow your footsteps? What do you tell them, or how do
I
you?
would, yeah. I mean, even if it's not just makeup, right? Like, I feel like the principles are simple, right? Like, to dream big, write it down, and have faith. And if you do all the legwork behind the scenes, I think even with me finessing and getting that contract, right? I think the big selling point here is that I was prepared on the back end, right? So it's one thing to talk a good game and the opportunity presents itself and you can't do your end of the bargain, right? Like, you can't step up, but having that preparation, even in the downtime, like when I wasn't getting booked for clients, I'm studying, I'm researching, I'm trying to perfect my craft, I'm practicing, I'm, creating opportunities that didn't yet exist, right? And even envisioning myself that way, right? Like, I feel like I'm in a constant battle of knowing the fully matured, full-fledged walking in person version of Kierra Lanice, and every day trying to introduce the world to that person, So it's like, even if I'm not her yet, it's like, what can I do today to make people see her, right? Like, even if I'm not there yet, how can I become her? Like, what can I do? What tangible steps can I take on a daily to evolve? And that's been something big. So keeping the vision alive, being able to articulate the vision and what my goals are, that's something that I always recommend to people. Like, create a pitch for yourself. How can you, if somebody asks you who you are and what you do and what you want, can you state that in just a couple of sentences? And if not, work on that. I keep my little notes app in my phone, and I'm constantly perfecting my pitch. So I can easily tell people, hi, I'm Kierra Lanice. I'm a celebrity makeup artist. I specialize, because if I can't articulate that, how can people take me serious? And how can they know how they can be a resource to me, right? Like, they know what I offer, or even if they don't, how can I tell people that, hey, this is who I am. I have what you need,
Awesome. Are there any, and I just want to talk about, to that makeup artist, is there any product line you suggest they use, or any videos when you talk about studying and the craft?
Yeah.
Makeup. I'm clueless. So,
well, can before you answer that, let me ask you this, because something, I want you to pin that question, okay? We're gonna pin that question, because the question, I got a preference question leading into that, so to speak, okay? All right, because if you're beautiful, you are truly beautiful, and when you look at you, you don't see like the Tammy Faye Baker look when people talk about makeup, you know what I'm saying? And to me, you have this simplistic, naturalistic approach about makeup. It's almost to enhance the beauty. And Absolutely. So as you're speaking about Al's question in regards to product, I think it's important to share your perspective. Because I remember what you did to Cassandra, like, for her wedding. You know what I'm saying? I mean, It was like, wow, it was a transformation, but it wasn't so much that, you like, it's all on your shirt, that kind of stuff, but share your, the perspective, so to speak, along with those products.
Yeah. So overall, my aesthetic as a makeup artist, the first thing that they recognize is my skin work. So I'm a firm believer in my skin philosophy is that if I wipe off one half of your face, I still want you to look like the same person, right? So I want to maybe correct and modify and enhance your natural features or undertones or whatever have you, erase any imperfections. But ultimately, I want you to look like an enhanced version of yourself versus using makeup as a crutch to cover who you actually are, right? And so I do teach as well. And one of the things that I teach is that eyes, so the glitter cut crease, the big old lashes, the glitter, all that stuff, that gets you likes on Instagram, but skin work is what gets you paid. And so if you want to step into the realm of artistry, that gets you paid, then that's going to require you studying skin, right? And I use more skincare products than I do makeup primarily, just because when you're working with or on the red carpet, or if you're doing beauty editorial campaigns, those cameras will tear you up. Okay. They will show, those are some high definition cameras that your phone doesn't capture, a filter can't cover, you know what I mean? And it will show every single flaw and imperfection, and you can see if you don't know what you're doing. And so when it comes to studying, I wouldn't necessarily consider myself an artist if I didn't study color theory, if I didn't study human anatomy and the bone structure of the face and skin types and skin tones and undertones. All of those things are very important when it comes to training your eye. And so instead of just slapping on a bunch of makeup, it's like, can you create a no makeup look with a full face of products? And learning how to masterfully do that, learning what ingredients create which effects, and what, you know, the difference even between hydration versus moisture. Those are things that have really shaped my artistry, and even the students that I teach, so that they can get high paying jobs versus you can get a $20 face or a $50 face anywhere, and you can easily tell that you paid that amount of money. But if you're trying to make big money, get flown out and, you know, have a billboard, not even to toot my own horn, but it just requires a certain level of skill, a certain level of restraint, and an expertise when it comes to applying products. So I can take, whether it's a drugstore, you know, $10 foundation, or it's a Armani $68 foundation, I can manipulate the products to make it look like a more enhanced version of you.